Good morning. Today is May 6th, 2026. It's 7:18 a.m. This morning I'm going to talk about commerce, the world of commerce. I've done videos on this before, but I'm going to try to review them and stick them all in one video because you still don't get it how this is so critical. Initially you're going, oh, he's going to talk about commerce. I'm not interested in that. What does it have to do with me? I'm not going to listen to it. It's a waste of time. It's too much. I've got other things to do, But it affects your life totally. Now, when I was traveling in around Turkey and Ukraine back in 2006, I was taking my own routes, and so I was able to rub shoulders and talk to the people, the general people. I wasn't on any tourist planned trip. I was living day by day, getting tickets to go places day by day. It was no future contract where I paid. I was paying as I was going. Anyway, I got to realize that some of the people on my boats or trains were what was called, like if there was a shipment of anything important, and I don't really know how small it could get to, but like if there was some machinery being delivered, there was actually an individual that would not go with the cargo, but would go from point A to point B and would actually do the paperwork and make the signatures and basically had the power of attorney for that particular shipment. It wasn't done by computers, Computers are a two-dimensional world. I guess it's the Muslims to a large degree. They'll make agreements. It's a hand contract negotiation agreements where they put a towel over and they do something. And what I'm trying to say is that everything is done in the now, in the third and fourth dimension, in the physical realm. It's not computerized. It's not two-dimensional. It's not flat Earth. It's in the now. Flat Earth contracts or lawyers, that's all two-dimensional, and it's in the future because it's done IOUs, done on Federal Reserve notes, done on petrodollar, which is all future contracts, future IOU promissory notes. It's not in the now. And the Muslim world works in the now. They're not supposed to do usury. It's in the now. It's in the physical three dimensions. And that's what I mean by the interdimensional wars. A lot of people now are talking about fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, 10th dimension, all that bullshit. It gets too complicated once you get, the fifth dimension is complicated enough. But the world of commerce, the world of the insured, is a two-dimensional world. That's why the CIA offshoots the Satanic World Corporation pushes the flat earth. They try to make it like the Tatarian world was flat earth. No, that's all BS. Tatarian world, if anything, was fifth dimensional because it worked with the universe, with the vibrations of the higher dimensions. Commerce is the world of the insured. Commerce is when you get somebody else, that third party, to do the shipping from point A to point B. Commerce developed back in the sailing ship days when the ship had a very good likelihood of getting sunk and the cargo never arriving at its point. So that's how they developed insured products. I think it was in the 1700s they had a big scam going for, especially in Holland, where because so much was on paper, two-dimensional contracts, people got the bright idea about creating a straw man, creating a ghost ship that only existed on paper. And so they'd insure this, and then they would claim, oh, it was lost at sea. And so then they would get a bunch of money. And this got to be quite a scandal to the point where the authorities had to do something about it, and they busted a whole bunch of people. Well, you've got the same thing going on today, except it's much more sophisticated. They've got you creating a two-dimensional dead entity, a corporate person with all capital letters. That is the world of the dead. That is the corporate world. It's not you. It's not you in the three dimensions. It's you in a corporate world, a matrix. And they've tricked you into accepting that as you in a world of commerce, because a corporation can only make contracts with another corporation. Corporations are the lawyer's world, the two-dimensional world of promises, of figments of your imaginations. They get you to drive in a vehicle, which is a passenger car. Are you getting paid to move passengers around? No, unless you're a taxi cab. But then I've also pointed out that because everything is corporations, if you're a two-dimensional corporate person, not a living man or woman, that you are contracting with another person, another body, entity of the dead. Corporations can be reborn. when they change names, when they change the Dunn's number, the Dun and Bradstreet number, they're resurrected. That's their world of the Christ, the resurrection, because corporations never die. Because they were never alive in the first place. They're dead. They're satanic contracts, deals with the devils. They've got numbers that they're identified with. That's the mark of the beast. The license plates are commercial vehicles. They only exist on paper. The title doesn't even exist. Look at your title. It's not a title, it's a certificate of title, certifying that a title exists, but the corporate world, the corporation owns that title. You don't own it. The right-of-ways are now, well, ever since the 1800s, when the corporate world really got going in the 1860s during the American Civil War and other wars across the planet, when so much was changed over to that two-dimensional world, satanic world, mark of the beast world, the harlot. That's why you have to come out of her, my people, come out of the beast, come out of the harlot. And you have to do this by recording it. So that makes it official. We have to go back to a 3, 4, 5-dimensional world like there was in Tataria, Greater Tataria, which was worldwide. That is the world of the living. That's not the Mandela effect world, the world of the death. That's it. It's not too bad, 13 minutes. If you're moving with the Creator, you are aware of your 5 dimensions, and believe it or not, you don't have accidents. You're in tune with your surroundings. I got very good at this when I was driving a big truck back and forth across 48 states. I could, many times, I took my foot off the gas as I was going around a corner, and there'd be an accident that had just happened, or something was in the road that was blocking it. My sense of feeling went out for a mile around me. It was like precognition. My senses were out further. So many people today are only looking 100 feet down the road. When I'm coming to a red light, somebody will come, I'll start slowing down, somebody will get mad and they'll step on the gas and run around me and then slam on their brake at that red light. Of course, they're in a big hurry and if I can get a hold of that guy, get ahead of that guy, I'm a little bit closer to my destination, to my promissory time. I'm running late, my time is so valuable, I have to cut other people, that stuff. They're driving in a different dimension, a different time zone than I am. They're using a lot more gas. You see how when you set your mind to a 5-dimension or even a 4-dimension, you're in tune with your Creator, you're in tune with the earth, you're in tune with the universe, you're in tune with the universal laws rather than commercial codes. The other day, we had a sheriff or a sergeant admit that no, well, he didn't say that the people didn't mean anything, but that's what he was alluding to when he says, I only go by the Arizona statutes. Those are commercial codes. He didn't give a shit about the people that he was supposed to be being. His job was supposed to protect the people. He was supposed to be for the people, of the people, and by the people. But no, he is dedicated to the promissory notes that have been given to him as payment. So he was loyal to the commercial codes and enforced those commercial codes. I lost my driver's license because I was not a resident of a particular state. Of course, the states have gotten into trouble, and that's where they're now accepting an affidavit that you want to be a resident, and all you have to do is sign that. Where when I lost my commercial driver's license, that was when they were enforcing the Federal Real ID Act, where you had to have a contract with a utility to show that you were in contract with the corporation, with the One World Order, with the satanic corporate world, the world of tomorrow, the world of the gray alien that is from a future time when he could no longer procreate. That's what those that have modified genes, they are becoming the grays. The Nordics are actually from the past, a direct continued line to today. They're living men and women traveling on objects, traveling on the clouds in the 5th dimension from point A to point B in the now, instantaneously. I know that gets hard to comprehend, but that's what time travel is all about. That's what timelines are all about. They can be transversed instantaneously under the right conditions. That's a higher science or an ancient science that the Egyptians or actually pre-Egyptians were aware of. The remnants of the ancient civilizations in Peru and Bolivia, around the Lake Titicaca, Puma, all that. It's a fascinating world when you become interested in it. It's a fascinating world when you understand the world of commerce the two-dimensional world versus the 3, 4, and 5-dimensional world. That's what the interdimensional war is all about. The war with Satan, the corporate world. So, all that I hope helps you understand commerce and the insured and the uninsured, the ones who are in contract, the ones that are unincorporated, as opposed to the ones that are incorporated to the two-dimensional world of the dead, of the underworld. That's what all the lords and gods were all about, or all and currently are all about. They've just got different names, like a corporation, like a CEO Trump that is loyal to Satan, loyal to the corporation, loyal to the wars that are profit-making plans for the elite and the underlings that are employed by the owners of those corporations, by the Lori Lanes. Yeah. Anyway, that's enough. Don't want your head to explode with too much knowledge. Bye now.